Men over 50, here's a question for you. What if the secret to stronger circulation, better performance, and renewed confidence wasn't a pill, a supplement, or a workout routine, but a simple point on your body that almost no one talks about? This spot isn't where you might expect. It's not the shaft, and it's not a muscle you can strengthen in the gym. Yet when you target it the right way, it can send a rush of oxygen-rich blood to your most vital areas, bring back lost sensitivity, and reignite the kind of energy you once took for granted. Most men spend years chasing expensive solutions, medications, pumps, diets, hoping for lasting results. But the truth is, the body already has the tools it needs to repair and restore itself. One of the most effective of those tools is castor oil, a natural remedy that's been trusted for centuries to improve circulation, support healing, and balance hormones. When applied correctly, it can help open blood vessels, calm inflammation, and reactivate the nerves that drive male vitality. In this session, I'll walk you through everything you need to know: where this hidden point is, how to use castor oil the right way, and what kinds of changes you can expect in the coming days and weeks. Stay with me, because understanding the details can make all the difference. Once you start working with your body instead of fighting against it, the improvement can be faster and far more natural than you might think. But before we get to the exact location, let's take a closer look at castor oil itself, what makes it unique, and why it's become one of the most powerful natural allies for men's circulation, confidence, and overall vitality. Castor oil is one of nature's most interesting natural remedies. At first glance, it looks like any regular oil, thick, golden, and slightly sticky to the touch. But inside it lies a unique compound that makes it stand out. Nearly 90% of castor oil is made up of a special fatty acid called ricinoleic acid. This is the key to its strong healing abilities. Ricinoleic acid penetrates deeply into tissues in a way that few other natural oils can. While many oils stay on the surface, castor oil travels inward, carrying its soothing, circulation-boosting, and anti-inflammatory effects deep into the body. This deep action is the reason traditional healers around the world have used it for centuries to ease pain, swelling, and inflammation, and to restore balance in the body's delicate organs. For men over 50, this becomes even more important. By this stage of life, circulation often slows down, inflammation becomes more common, and hormone levels are less stable. These three issues, poor blood flow, chronic inflammation, and hormonal decline, form the foundation of weak erections, loss of sensitivity, and fading confidence. Castor oil helps address all three naturally, not with harsh chemicals, but by supporting the body's own repair systems. Modern research now supports what traditional medicine knew long ago. Studies have found that castor oil improves local blood flow, reduces swelling, and supports the lymphatic system, the body's internal cleansing network, helping it work more efficiently. When waste and toxins are flushed out, fresh oxygen and nutrients can circulate freely. For men, this means greater vitality, reduced congestion in the pelvic area, and stronger, healthier function overall. It's important to understand that these benefits don't come from swallowing spoonfuls of castor oil like people once did. That old practice is unnecessary today. The real power lies in external use, through gentle massage, compressors, or castor oil packs. When applied to the right area, these methods improve circulation exactly where it's needed most. And that brings us to the next key point, why circulation is the foundation of male vitality, and how improving it can make a major difference even in your later years. When it comes to male vitality, everything starts with circulation. An erection is simply the result of blood flow. Without strong, steady circulation, the body can't deliver the oxygen and nutrients needed to fill and sustain that function. That's why so many men over 50 start to notice changes. It's not that the body loses the ability, it's that the bloodstream, the life force itself, isn't moving as freely as it once did. There are many reasons behind this. Over time, small deposits build up in the arteries, reducing flexibility. Blood becomes thicker and slower when the body is dehydrated or when the diet lacks fresh, nutrient-rich foods. Stress is another major factor. High stress hormones cause blood vessels to tighten, cutting off circulation to the areas that need it most. The result is what many men quietly deal with but rarely talk about: weaker erections, reduced sensitivity, and a loss of confidence that can affect every part of life. Too often, the first reaction is to turn to quick fixes, pills that force blood vessels open temporarily but never solve the real problem. The truth is, when circulation is restored naturally, the body starts to heal itself. Blood doesn't just carry oxygen, it carries life. It delivers nutrients, hormones, and energy to every cell. And when blood flow improves, men notice not just better performance, but also higher energy, clearer thinking, and greater overall strength. This is where castor oil becomes especially valuable. It penetrates deep into body tissues, stimulating blood flow in a natural and safe way. When applied correctly, it helps draw fresh blood into the pelvic region, clears stagnation, and restores sensitivity. This is not a temporary fix or a trick. It works by encouraging the body to function as it was originally designed to. And that leads us to an important question. If circulation is the key, where exactly should castor oil be applied for the best effect? In the next section, we'll uncover the specific area, explain why it's so effective, and show how seniors can begin using it at home to naturally restore confidence. Now, if circulation is the foundation of male vitality, the next question is, where can this flow be enhanced most effectively? Most men assume the answer lies in the obvious areas, the shaft itself or through exercise at the gym. But the body is more complex than that. The truth is, there's one particular spot that has far greater influence than most realize: the lower abdomen, just above the pubic bone. This region sits directly over a network of blood vessels and lymphatic channels that supply the pelvic organs. Think of it as the main gateway for circulation into the entire reproductive system. When this area becomes congested, blood flow slows and sensitivity begins to fade. But when it's stimulated gently and regularly, the benefits spread throughout the entire system. Castor oil is perfectly suited for this purpose. When massaged into the lower abdomen, it seeps through the skin into deeper tissues, relaxing blood vessels and boosting lymphatic movement. Its natural anti-inflammatory qualities calm irritation in nearby tissues, reducing silent swelling that may be interfering with proper function. The reason it works so effectively is simple. The body naturally begins to heal when blockages are cleared and nourishment can flow freely again. By paying attention to this often overlooked area, men can bring a surge of fresh, oxygen-rich blood to the exact place it's needed most. Over time, this helps restore not only physical strength, but also the confidence and energy that many thought were gone for good. There's also another benefit. Applying castor oil here doesn't just support circulation, it also helps ease the strain on the prostate gland, a small organ that plays a much bigger role in men's health than most realize. In fact, prostate congestion is one of the hidden reasons so many men experience a decline in vitality after 50. In the next section, we'll look at how castor oil helps support the prostate, why that's so important for erections, and how men can begin protecting this vital gland naturally. The prostate is a walnut-sized gland that sits quietly beneath the bladder, wrapping around the urethra, the passage that carries urine and semen out of the body. For most of a man's life, it goes unnoticed. But as the years go by, this small gland often becomes a source of major frustration. By the time a man reaches his 50s or 60s, it's common for the prostate to enlarge. When this happens, the urine flow weakens, nighttime trips to the bathroom increase, and intimacy begins to suffer. Beyond these obvious issues, an enlarged prostate also disrupts circulation. It creates pressure and congestion in the pelvic region, limiting the steady flow of blood to areas that need it most for healthy erections. This is where castor oil shows great potential. Because of its ability to penetrate deeply and activate the body's cleansing systems, it helps reduce congestion in the tissues surrounding the prostate by improving lymphatic drainage and easing inflammation. Castor oil relieves this pressure, allowing blood to move more freely. With time, this not only supports better urinary function, but also helps restore vitality in intimate areas. For men, the benefits go far beyond performance alone. A healthier prostate means more comfort, better sleep, and a stronger sense of well-being. This isn't about covering up symptoms. It's about addressing the root cause of congestion that drains energy and confidence as men age. However, circulation and prostate health are only part of the picture. Erections rely on more than just blood flow. They depend on proper hormonal balance, especially the delicate relationship between testosterone and stress hormones. In the next section, we'll explore how castor oil helps support this balance and why calming stress within the body is just as important as improving circulation. When discussing male vitality, we can't stop at circulation or prostate health. At the core of it all are hormones, especially testosterone. This is the hormone that fuels energy, strength, confidence, and sexual performance. Yet, after the age of 50, testosterone levels often start to drop, leaving many men feeling tired, weaker, and less vibrant. But testosterone doesn't operate alone. It constantly balances with another hormone, cortisol, the stress hormone. When stress levels rise, cortisol increases, and as cortisol goes up, testosterone drops. It's like a seesaw where when one rises, the other falls. This is why men under chronic stress often notice their vitality slipping away, even if nothing else in their routine has changed. This is where castor oil becomes very useful. Its natural compounds help calm the nervous system. By reducing inflammation and improving lymphatic cleansing, it lowers the body's overall stress load. When stress decreases and the body feels more at ease, cortisol levels drop naturally, allowing testosterone to rise and function the way it should. Castor oil also helps boost circulation to the adrenal glands, the small but powerful organs located above the kidneys that play a key role in hormone production. By supporting these glands, the oil helps maintain a balanced release of both stress and sex hormones, allowing men to regain stability in their energy levels and mood. For seniors, this hormonal balance is essential. It's not only about stronger erections, it's also about mental clarity, better sleep, and the steady energy to live each day with confidence. When the body is less stressed, it can heal, recover, and maintain vitality more naturally. But the question is, how do we take this knowledge about circulation, prostate health, and hormonal balance and actually put it into practice? In the next section, we'll go over exactly how to use castor oil, where to apply it, how often, and what simple daily steps can help you experience its full benefits. Now that we know why castor oil is valuable for circulation, prostate support, and hormonal balance, the next step is learning how to use it properly. Knowledge only matters when it's put into action. And the best part about castor oil is that it's simple and inexpensive to use right at home. The most effective method is through topical application, massaging the oil into the lower abdomen just above the pubic bone. This is the same area we mentioned earlier, the region that regulates blood and lymphatic flow to the pelvic organs. When you apply castor oil here, you stimulate circulation exactly where it's needed most. Here's an easy routine to follow. Warm the oil slightly. A few seconds in warm water will make it smoother to spread and help it absorb better. Lie back in a comfortable position. Pour about a teaspoon of the oil into your palm and gently massage it into the lower abdomen. Use slow circular motions with a light touch. The goal isn't to push the oil in, but to promote relaxation and flow. For stronger results, you can place a soft flannel cloth soaked in castor oil over the same area. Cover it with plastic or a towel and apply gentle heat using a hot water bottle for about 30 to 45 minutes. This is called a castor oil pack, and it helps the oil penetrate deeper into the tissues. This practice can be done several times a week or even nightly if you wish. It's safe, natural, and deeply restorative. The key is consistency. Just as bad habits wear the body down over the years, good habits rebuild it step by step. Most men start noticing small improvements within a few weeks: greater comfort, warmth in the area, and sometimes deeper, more restful sleep. Over time, as circulation improves and congestion decreases, vitality and strength often return in noticeable ways, but the benefits don't stop there. Castor oil doesn't just work on the pelvic region because it enhances circulation and detoxification. Its positive effects extend throughout the entire body. In the next section, we'll look at these wider benefits and why many men report improvements not only in intimacy, but also in their energy, digestion, and overall sense of well-being. When discussing castor oil for male vitality, it's easy to focus only on performance and circulation. But the truth is, this oil affects much more than that because it supports both the circulatory and lymphatic systems, two key systems that influence nearly every function in the body. Its benefits reach far beyond intimacy, impacting several areas of health that men over 50 often struggle with. One of the most important of these is detoxification. The lymphatic system acts as the body's natural drainage network. It removes waste products, toxins, and excess fluids, keeping tissues clean and balanced. When it slows down, waste builds up, leading to stiffness, swelling, and persistent fatigue. Regular use of castor oil stimulates lymphatic flow, helping the body cleanse itself more effectively. The result is a lighter, more energetic body and reduced inflammation in the pelvic area, something that directly supports stronger erections. Another area where men often notice improvement is digestion. Many seniors silently deal with constipation, bloating, or slow bowels. Because castor oil promotes circulation and relaxation in the abdomen, it can also help relieve these issues. A body that digests well absorbs nutrients more efficiently, and those nutrients are exactly what the body needs to produce hormones, repair tissues, and sustain energy. There's also the benefit of reduced inflammation. Modern research shows that chronic inflammation lies behind almost every major degenerative condition, from heart disease to arthritis. The ricinoleic acid found in castor oil is naturally anti-inflammatory, soothing irritated tissues and easing pain. Men who use it regularly often find that not only does their vitality improve, but joint pain lessens, sleep deepens, and mood becomes steadier. And perhaps most importantly, castor oil helps men reconnect with their bodies. In today's fast-paced world, many men have grown distant from their own physical needs. Taking time to apply a castor oil pack and rest quietly for half an hour isn't just medicine for the body, it's medicine for the mind. It lowers stress, calms the nervous system, and allows the body the space it needs to recover and restore. All of this leads to one simple truth. When we naturally support circulation, detoxification, and hormone balance, the body rewards us with energy and vitality in every part of life. But to turn this knowledge into real results, men need to understand what to expect. How quickly can they notice changes? What outcomes are realistic? And how can they stay consistent long enough to let the benefits build? In the next section, we'll explore what men over 50 can expect in the days, weeks, and months after starting this easy castor oil routine. Whenever a natural remedy like castor oil is introduced, one of the first questions men ask is, how soon will I notice results? It's a fair and important question. Unlike chemical pills that force the body to react, castor oil works in harmony with your body's natural systems. That means improvements appear gradually as balance is restored. In the first few days, most men notice small but meaningful changes. More warmth in the pelvic area after applying castor oil, a deeper sense of relaxation, and often better sleep. These early signs show that circulation is improving and the nervous system is calming down. Some men also report more frequent or firmer morning erections, a sign that blood flow is becoming stronger and more consistent. By the second week, the changes usually become more noticeable. Energy begins to stabilize, digestion improves, and inflammation-related discomfort often starts to fade. For men who have struggled with fatigue or dullness, this new vitality can feel like a turning point. Erections may also feel stronger and more sensitive, though results can vary depending on overall health, lifestyle, and consistency. By the end of the first month, the body begins to find its rhythm. Testosterone levels often start to stabilize, not through force but through natural balance. Circulation in the pelvic region improves further, and with that comes renewed confidence. Many men also experience better mental clarity as stress and cortisol levels drop. What matters most here is not just the physical improvements, but the emotional reassurance that aging does not have to mean decline. Over the longer term, 3 months and beyond, the results can become even more noticeable. When castor oil is used consistently along with good habits like quality sleep, nutritious food, and stress management, the progress compounds. Erections become stronger and more reliable. Stamina returns, and overall health feels more grounded. Some men even find themselves regaining the sense of energy and drive they thought was lost forever. Of course, everyone's experience is different. A man with long-standing circulatory issues or one taking multiple medications may need more time than someone with a relatively clean lifestyle. But the principle stays the same. The body responds when it's supported gently, consistently, and naturally. That's why patience and persistence are essential. Castor oil isn't a quick fix. It's a long-term partner in healing. And for men over 50, it offers something modern medicine rarely provides: the chance to restore function naturally, without side effects. So, men over 50, let's put this all together. What you may have assumed was simply aging, the gradual loss of circulation, sensitivity, and confidence, doesn't have to be your story. Nature provides simple, affordable, and effective tools that work when used consistently. Castor oil, applied thoughtfully to that powerful yet often overlooked area, works with your body's natural design. It encourages healthy blood flow, supports nerve function, balances hormones, and helps restore the vitality you believed was gone. Remember, this isn't about shortcuts or chemicals. It's about working with your body, giving it the gentle push it needs to do what it was always meant to do: heal, recover, and thrive. With patience and steady practice, the changes can be life-changing. Confidence grows, energy flows more freely, and intimacy can return with new strength. If this message inspired you, share it with a friend who might benefit too. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss our weekly natural, science-backed remedies. Your health is your greatest treasure, and it's never too late to reclaim it. So tonight, when you reach for that small bottle of castor oil, remember this: sometimes the simplest remedies bring the most powerful results. Stay consistent, stay positive, and may your path to renewed vitality bring you strength, confidence, and joy.